Makerspace video series 3D pen. Greg Reed, welcome inside the CPC Makerspace. This is the 3D pen in question. It's very similar to a hot glue gun in principle. Like a 3D printer, a 3D pen uses filament, and there's a couple different kinds of filament. Here's an example of the filament as it comes in the box, so to speak. It's kind of in string form. I cut some of it off and inserted the filament through the back. What happens when one plugs in the 3D pen and then touches one of the buttons here to warm the 3D pen is that this filament will get heated and it will get drawn through back to front the 3D pen, and then when it comes out the extruder end of the 3D pen, then one can kind of freelance. There's no software or anything that goes with a 3D pen. It's basically like drawing with, instead of ink, you're using melted plastic. And one can layer things, one can sort of ornamentalize existing objects. I used it, for example, to repair some eyeglasses that I had broken. I broke the stem from the face of the glasses, and I used melted filament from the 3D pen to repair that. And you can see we already have filament extruding from the end of the 3D pen. And by pressing one of the buttons here, you can hear the noise. The filament is being drawn through the pen and extruded through the end, and one can find a surface on which to deposit the melted filament, as it were. The filament itself will actually even dry in the air if one is careful enough and good enough. And a little bit of practice, it becomes quite a bit of fun to use a 3D pen, as it were. But the principles of a 3D pen are, again, somewhat similar to that of a 3D printer. The pen itself, about 6 inches long. There's a motor in it that pulls the filament loaded through the back to the front. There's a heater in here that heats this melted filament and then just keeps it right on going through the hot extruder tip. And the extruder tip reaches 200 plus degrees Celsius. That's very hot. That's more than 400 degrees Fahrenheit. So if you use this, please do not touch the hot extruder end with your finger or with anything else. 3D pen, another example of equipment within the CPC Makerspace. There soon will be upcoming open hours where students can walk in and use the equipment on their own. We'll have staff in the Makerspace hired to oversee and provide advice to users of the Makerspace. We look forward to seeing you in here.